Welcome, Libra, to the cottage. How are you guys doing? I hope your guys are having a great day today. Let's do your love reading, Libra gang. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, let's get started. For those of you who don't know, I have launched a website. I have cards on there that are retired. I have merch. That's where you go to book personal readings. I have changed up personal readings, added mini readings. There's all kind of good stuff, and I'm changing that website daily. I went in and was doing a bunch of tweaking this morning. So go check out the changes, the new stuff on there, and give me some feedback. Love to hear from you. With that being said, Libra gang, let's get started on your reading. First, we're going to look at things that you may be dealing with romantically, anything that you're dealing with, particularly if you're having some sort of challenges or issues in an area. We're going to look at that, and then we'll look at new things after that. Then we'll do the zodiac rundown where each individual sign is coming towards you, and we'll pull romance oracles. So we are going to really dissect your romantic situation, okay? Let's get started, Libra. What are you currently dealing with? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are you guys dealing with? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look, Libra gang. What is up, Libra? My goodness. My goodness. Okay. Wow, Libra. This one's going to be a tough one, but we'll see what we can get out of this for you. Libra, I don't know who you were dealing with, but my goodness. Okay, so this thing, I think you're exhausted. I think you're exhausted from this romantic dynamic. For many of you, this thing, if it has not come to an end, there is a lot of thought about it coming to an end with the Ten of Swords and the Death card, both here in the upright. And I don't know who is really thinking of walking away or who has walked away, but I definitely see a very, very clear message of ending here. For many of you, there was a lot of thought that this person was your end-all, be-all. You may have married this person or thought you were going to with the Hierophant here. You know, you've got the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Let's take all of those things, okay? So clearly this person was probably pretty cold. I mean, I'm looking at this Emperor in the upright. Sometimes the Emperor, even in the upright, can be a bit egotistical. Okay, and really, I think this person that you were dealing with very much was egotistical and really didn't think they did anything wrong. I think they felt like, Libra, that they walked on water, and that everything that went wrong in and around them was someone else's fault. And so, of course, romantically, in this dynamic, that would fall to you. Okay, so certainly somebody who was a time waster, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This person may have been a very impatient person in general, like they expected you to perform miracles, you know, and do things that were, you know, be able to accomplish more than what would be reasonable to expect of a person, to give more to the dynamic than what would be fair and reasonable and healthy. I think that you had some really high expectations placed upon you by the individual you were dealing with, and yet they were not willing to give in the same way. And I don't have a card that speaks to the lack of equal give and take, but I really just intuitively sense that from the cards that I'm getting. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles. First of all, I don't really have any emotion cards here at all, except for the Knight of Cups in reverse. Certainly speaks to somebody cold, somebody blaming you. But, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse for a reason. For the majority of you, the whole reason that this person came into this dynamic to begin with was not for the right reasons. And perhaps that is true of both of you. And don't take offense to that. Hear me out, Libra. Sometimes you come into a dynamic because you're lonely, you're tired of being single, and you're not really thinking about whether or not it's going to make a good situation better. You know, you kind of already come into a situation feeling like you need something to make things better. And that's not the right reason either. But the Ace of Swords is here in reverse. I think a lot of you Libras may still be fighting for this thing with the Four of Swords in reverse. And I think you're failing to see a lot about this dynamic. The Ace of Swords tells me that you're missing the most important part. And perhaps that, and this person may have been dishonest with you, certainly. But I think you're missing the most important part of the whole dynamic, and that is that this person probably is never going to change. There's some financial or family stability issues possibly with some of you in this thing too. But you're exhausted from it. I can tell you that with the Four of Swords in reverse. Let's look at where this thing is going forward from here, okay? You pulled every single zodiac sign on the table, so literally could be any sign that you have dealt with or are dealing with. Okay, but let's make some predictions about where this thing might go. Is it truly going to end? Is it going to stabilize and get better? Is this person going to change? Or will you walk away? Let's take a look. Will you cut energetic ties? Okay. They may have already walked away, but I don't think you have cut energetic ties. And I get it. It is easier said than done, Libra. It really is. So I can understand if you are struggling with that. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So we still have that Emperor. We have the Queen of Pentacles here, but we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. They have not learned anything. You're starting to see your value. That's why the Queen of Pentacles in here. The Emperor coming out in the same path. Yeah, Tower moment. I think they've got the Rude Awakening coming too. Maybe you're starting to see too with that Ace of, we pulled that Ace of Swords in the reverse, like I said, kind of missing the whole big picture. And unfortunately, I think many of you, if you don't walk away, there's going to be a big tower where the truth just hits you and you have no choice but to face it, okay, and learn the lessons. But this person hasn't changed. Two of Cups is in reverse. They're not going to give to this to the same way that you are. And, they very possibly could ghost you. I am reading from that card right there. They're going to vanish. They're not reliable. They're just not fully present. That's what I'm getting in this whole dynamic, Libra. So let's see what new things are coming towards you. New things coming towards the Libras. You might have already dealing with, this may be past energy. You may be dealing with somebody new, or, you may be interested in things that are coming in. And certainly when we have relationship debacles, we need to not only let time pass, but do the work while the time passes. Otherwise, we won't heal, and then we'll take that failed relationship energy into the new dynamic without even realizing it. And I talk about that a lot in my shadow work playlist on my channel here. Okay, and on my other channel, which of course is linked below in the description box. But let's look at new things. New things. You got the King of Wands here. Six of Wands, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands, and the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so a lot of fire here. You may have a fire sign coming in. You also have pulled air, but you know what? The Queen of Swords is here. Often that is associated with Libra energy. Swords is air energy. You could have another air sign coming in, but hear me out here. You know what I think? You've got the Six of Wands here, the King of Wands, Page of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in the upright, and the Five of Wands in reverse. You know what I think, Libra? I think with that Queen of Swords here, the Queen of Swords many times is about holding your boundaries, holding your ground, setting your standards, knowing who you are, knowing what you want. So, do I think you have viable things that are going to cross your path? Yes. I think you're going to be dating around and getting some attention from the opposite sex or the same sex, whichever the case may be, with the Six of Wands here. Do I think you're going to commit? No. I think you're going to maintain your independence for a while and really check things out and use your intuition before making a decision. So I think you have some things coming in over the next few weeks that are viable, but I don't see you committing to anything. Page of Wands here in the reverse, and the Five of Wands in reverse is about coming into rising above things and learning to heal and remove things from yourself. You're exhausted. Knight of Wands again. I think you're tired, and I don't think that I think you're wise enough to realize that while you're ready to date, you're not really ready for anything that is going to drain you at this point. And so I think from that standpoint, I think you're going to hold your ground, Maintain your independence. Are you going to get out there and have fun? Yes, you are. There's a lot of fire here. You may have some fun in a lot of different ways, if you know what I mean. So, and I quite honestly, I think some of these that are coming across your path are going to be viable. That King of Wands, I think they're going to be very confident, self-assured, probably very attractive, okay? But that one could be a viable one. Others, maybe not so much. Be very cautious and work through bitterness, anger, and exhaustion before going into a dynamic 2. Okay, so with that being said, Libra, let's do your zodiac rundown of the different zodiac signs and how they are coming towards the Libras. Okay, different zodiac signs and how they are coming towards the Libras. And you know, I'm trying to do these readings for you guys weekly, and so we'll get another energy update next week, probably week to 10 days, as to what other new things might be coming in, okay? See what energies have changed, right? All right, Libra gang, let's take a look. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's do your zodiac rundown real quick, Libra gang. Let's do your zodiac rundown. Let's see. All right, Libra, if you're dealing with an Aries, the Aries is in the blame game. They feel like this was fighting a losing battle, and they are blaming you for everything. They're in victim mentality big time. If you are dealing with the Taurus is really stagnant right now and kind of wanting to be by themselves and independent. If you are dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini wants to drink your bathwater. They want to confess their love, and they want the whole 9 yards. If you are dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer feels indecisive right now and is really trying to hold their boundaries before they make a decision. Okay, so right now they're kind of like weighing things and trying to figure out whether or not they should go forward with this or not, but they are very staunch in their boundaries, okay, and what they will and won't take. All right. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo dreams about you and is energetically holding on to you, but at the same time very guarded about their heart in general. This is pretty volatile, I'll just be honest with you. If you are dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo wants to end up with you. They feel like eventually you guys will be together and you'll have your happily ever after. If you're dealing with another Libra, the Libra wants to be fair with you, but at the same time, they don't want to do anything to hurt you or cause you problem, but at the same time, they want to put this behind them. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio, there could be a third party here, and they're really, in my opinion, just telling you what you want to hear. If anything, if there's any communication, that's what it is, okay? If you are dealing with a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius, they have a lot of hope for this thing, but quite honestly are kind of focused on their career right now, okay? Trying to heal up some old wounds, too. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn, you're their one and only. They want the whole 9 yards, white picket fence and everything. They feel very connected to you. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius wants to be single. They feel like they're better without you and that this would be a waste of time. And if you are dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces is moving on and healing from this. So there you go. Let's pull some romance oracles for you. Libra gang, romance oracles for the Libras. Let's pull some romance oracles for the Libras. I see a busy December for you. Look at those. They flew out. Stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, if you go around saying that all men are jerks, all women are jerks, you will attract people that will confirm that, right? Romantic feelings. I'm telling you, you guys, I said this, you're going to be dating around a lot. Here in the next week or two, and it's important to stay optimistic, but you are going to have somebody to stir your romantic feelings that's going to be viable, and I said that. Somebody you got to give a chance that you probably would not ordinarily fit your little, prototype, right? Let go of control issues. Don't try to force things. Allow things to unfold organically, and your prayers and affirmations to pull in your other half, and I don't like that word half, but your partner, your life partner have been heard, Libra gang. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you all many, many blessings.